Well, I had planned on doing a new book review for this video. I decided what would be better would be to go back and briefly visit a previous book I talked about, but more importantly, revisit a topic from that book in relation to a recent revelation that I had. I call that revelation, Know Your Gap. The book I previously reviewed was a book called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by one of my favorites, Dr. Joe Dispenza. Joe has a chapter in which he talks about the gap. What he means by that is that we human beings live in a duality as two separate entities, how we appear and who we really are. The gap represents the size of the chasm between those two things. When it comes to any kind of personal improvement, people usually set goals in regards to who they want to become. Some of these goals are more defined than others. A less defined goal would be something like practicing more gratitude, while a more defined goal would be something like, I'm going to lose 10 pounds in the next 30 days. This is where most people focus on self-improvement. They look at the finish line and what they want to accomplish. Unfortunately, most people fail, and goal statistics clearly prove that. Roughly 1 out of 25 adults in this country sets a goal and achieves it. Why only 1 out of 25? The main reason it's such a stark and disappointing number is that focusing on the finish line is only half the battle. The other half is knowing what the starting line is. Who we really are represents that starting line. More times than not, the starting line is more important than the finish line. Know your gap is the key to achieving any goal. In order to get where you want to go, you have to know where you're from. In other words, you have to know your gap. Some people have a narrow gap and some people have a pretty wide gap. You want to learn about your gap? Reach out to me and let's just have a conversation. I know I'm not an expert at everything, but I do know I'm an expert at a few things. This just absolutely happens to be one of them.